Fuck, man.
That's what I mean. If it's catching it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, look, I'm gonna minimize it. Hello, YouTube. If you can hear us and see us, but all I see is myself.
That's
And
hilarious.
it looks absolutely atrocious.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Ew. I wouldn't fuck me either.
Hey, come on, man. Let's start off 2023.
That's right, baby.
Right
We're back.
direction.
Oh, Discord clip. Give it a thumbs up and make sure we're good. Hello. I don't know how to get. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, you two.
You
Here
too.
for the pre-show. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Can't see ourselves.
Yeah.
Just see me.
Can't hear ourselves either.
No. It's
all right.
Start of the new year.
I like it. Wouldn't be a podcast without technical difficulties, huh?
Good times. All right. 3,
Yep.
2. Clear your throat first. Do intro.
All right. Episode what? 28?
28.
Wait, one sec.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Excuse me.
3, 2, and bless you.
And we're back.
We are back.
Episode 28
of the
PB&J podcast.
Hey.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy 2023.
2023.
What year did you graduate high school?
2010. Let's not talk about
13 years.
Yeah, well.
This is 10 for me.
Wow.
10 years.
So this is your high school reunion year, right?
Yeah, I think in September or something like that.
You going to it?
Haven't decided. Have not decided. Probably.
Yeah.
The tough thing about going to a small high school, so pretty much our entire friend group, we stayed pretty close.
That's good.
But I would like to see, people I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
The kind of the people on an everyday basis you forget about, and you're like, you really have to remember. Oh man, I wonder how they're doing.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. But yeah, 2020.
See, I had an unfortunate reunion because ours was during COVID.
Oh,
so we didn't have one, although I would have liked to have gone.
Yeah,
but I'm friends with everyone I need to be friends with. I'm hoping everyone that I, associated myself with back in the day are doing well. But if you ain't in my life now, ain't nothing changed. So
that is true. Well said.
But New Year, we took a small break, missed one episode. Not really missed. More so, holiday season. Christmas. Hope everyone had a great Christmas with your family, their friends, their loved ones, whomever. We decided to do the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of favorite time of year for a lot of people,
but
also the busiest time of year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just nonstop. Even if it's not like, strenuous by being work related or anything, it's just busy.
Busy. Yeah, like
nonstop.
Even though I was off, the last 2 weeks of the year. The first couple of days were definitely an adjustment. I kind of did everything in 2 days, and actually in one day, actually in a couple hours. But the later it got in the weeks, the busier I got. Like I had something to do every day, like something I needed to do, whether buy gifts, run errands. Help out someone, things like that. Like, and next thing you know, I'm back at work. Tuesday started.
January 3rd, Tuesday, January 3rd.
Yeah.
We're back.
It's crazy.
From the middle of December to it's already today's the 4th. It's insanity. Can't believe that it's 2023.
It is.
Just a little update. As Aaron said, we have been off about a week and a half ish. Planning to hit the new year hard.
Yeah.
Back to the regular scheduled programming.
Mhm.
However, we will have a new update on podcast releases.
New schedule.
And we are going to do it on.
We're going to be releasing the podcast on Wednesdays at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time going forward. 9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you do enjoy watching us, I'd say most of our podcasts are more enjoyable to watch. Just for our facial
1000%.
interactions and stupid shit we say that causes all three of us to laugh.
Yep.
For sure it will be out by Wednesday, but there's a good chance we tape it on Sunday, Monday,
or
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
go check out the live stream if you can. It's definitely a fun time when we do this. So while we're on the shameless plug, I'm gonna go ahead and plug our Instagram. I never remember it, John. It is PB.J_podcast. And then YouTube is PB_NJ. So check us out there. We're going to talk about some goals today and some podcasting goals that I have in mind as well. So I'm going to touch on that in a little bit here. But, New year. We might as well touch on some goals that we all have, some resolutions, as they would say. Even though it's a new year, it's just another day. Right?
Yes, it is just another day. No. Proof that time is, in fact,
fluid. No?
Over. Time's over.
Time's over.
No, time is so relative.
Yeah, it's relative, for sure.
Super relative. And before we take a huge deep dive, you will not be hearing a royal British accent in this potty.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
He is out from this pod. Recovering and traveling abroad. But he will be back on the next episode. If you hear a British accent on this, it's either me or doing it proper British accent.
That's another thing. That's another thing I do want to talk about in this podcast about my initial in this podcast. Ooh, we're going to talk about that. We're going to touch on that a little bit.
Butter.
But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's jump right in. John, actually, wait a minute, real quick. This is your first duo podcast.
First duo.
You've never done a duo. No. We've done fantasy football stuff.
Yeah,
duos of that,
but not our
main baby.
Yep,
the potty.
Yep.
What? Real quick. Another shameless plug. There's so many this year. We're going to be shifting away from fantasy football on Tuesdays, and we're going to be touching base on some parlay bets, essentially, right? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Prize picks.
Yeah.
Going to be giving our unprofessional guesstimations because we are in fact degenerates. Yep. So tune in on those. Probably going to stick to the Tuesdays on those.
Yeah. We'll see what works out.
And then
we've got some things to go over, and it depending on the big games coming up too, we might have to do some pop-up different time intervals and stuff like that. But at some point, at least once a week, we all do have things that pop up and go on and cause you to run and scatter and jump, but it's something that we are recently having a lot of fun with.
Yep.
Lots of fun. So, with that being said, stay tuned for an update.
You excited for 2023, John?
I am a person with a lot of things I want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I'm a man of performing those things that I want to do about half the time.
Yeah.
But I think 2023 is going to be a great year. It's a solid,
I like that.
great year.
I like that.
One of my, it's on my list, but one of my huge ones mainly is a mental focus of positivity.
Oh, beautiful.
Mental focus of positivity. There's been a lot of, this is, kind of current events too. There's a lot of tragedy that has happened, I feel like, in the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. By tragedy, from the extreme of possible death all the way down to, I don't know, just maybe slander is the right word of people. Like a lot of toxicity on videos that I've seen recently. And then, like I said, all the way up to possible death or some deaths in the celebrity field. But I feel like every year you see, since 2020, right? Because every year every New Year's, there's always new year, new me, let's do this.
Yeah.
But since 2020 and how bad like 2020 for some people was with COVID and stuff like that.
Great year for me, unfortunately.
Same. Hell yeah. Fuck this, selfish people. People are like, oh my God, 2020, the world just went to shit. And like every year since 2020, I feel like the first week of the new year, people say the same, like, we're 4 days in and blah, blah, blah happened and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why are we focusing on the negative shit?
Yeah.
Like, for no reason. It doesn't. Did that woman, hypothetical, I'm not talking about anybody in general that's happened recently, but did that woman who died, the celebrity, the woman, does it affect your life immediately? No. Probably doesn't affect your life at all.
No.
But why bring negativity? If you have to choose, so if you want to put that out there, like, this happened, that's unfortunate, but blah, 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 this is happening in my life, like positive thoughts. If you're going to bring any emotion into it, why choose negativity when you could just choose positivity?
Just kind of shift your, that's a good rant though. Like, kind of just shift your mindset to look at the bright side of things, be a little bit more optimistic with certain situations, even if it may not be an outcome that you like.
Yep.
Even though it may not be a decision you made, kind of just shift that mindset, something a little bit more, optimistic and positive. I think that's also one of my resolutions or goals this year. And it's not really a goal, right? Like, because I'm not like, I've reached a state of positivity. No.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, it's more so like a practice, an everyday practice that will continue on for as long as I can go. So positivity, I like that one. I concur.
Yeah, hopefully this house will hear a lot of positivity and not negativity.
Here. Amen,
brother. No, yeah, it's just something I was like, because throughout my life I've gone through phases of like not like flaunting myself. I didn't by any means, but I was always thought of like the funny guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny guy. Well, ironically enough, one of my favorite celebrities of all time was Chris Farley, and that's what he was. He was a funny fat guy.
Yeah.
And so maybe I walked into those shoes like probably consciously knowing I was doing it, but like I was just a funny fat guy. Use humor as a deterrent.
Yeah.
Defense mechanism, whatever. And then I kind of went to a point after high school, like I'd say a couple years, like I just kind of shut that off. I was like stone cold. Like I hardly talked to any of my friends.
Wow.
Like, and my friends could back this up. I even got called out for it. I was like, man, I didn't talk to anybody. I was just going to college and working. That's all I did. And for a lot of hours every day and every week. And then after that, like once things got a little easier, I switched colleges, got associates, and then, work kind of leveled out. Like kind of got back into that groove. But then I started noticing like, not only it was funny, right, but it was negative funny in the sense of like super self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not good for anyone.
No.
Right?
No.
Like, I think you said it. I think you actually said it on a podcast, especially the one with Errol from Transcendent Life.
Shout out Transcendent Life. Check him out on YouTube.
You are what your self-conscious is.
Mm-hmm.
What your self-conscious mind, like subconscious mind.
Subconscious, yeah.
There you go. And we're back. And even the book you were reading, like, you're gonna believe what you keep telling yourself.
Oh yeah.
So why the hell are you telling yourself? Like, and I'm saying you, but as in me, like, why am I telling myself this shit? Right. Fuck that. Language included. Fuck that.
One of the biggest tips I got from reading that book, how to control your subconscious mind, is when you're thinking of a negative thought, and not even thinking, let's just say you are about to say, like, I am late, like, you try to catch yourself and never finish that sentence, that negative sentence that you were about to say, and then instantly switch it to, I am a hardworking person, or whatever it is. I am ugly, to I am handsome, or I am cute, whatever it might be, right? I am beautiful, whatever it may be. So try to catch yourself and then switch it. Positive mindset goes a long way.
I like that, actually.
In life.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, just never finish that thought. Just never finish it. So I like that one. I like the positivity.
Positivity.
I've got one.
Okay, what you got?
So I've got a whole list here, but because we're on a podcast and we have a lot of people, I'm not going to share everything.
Yeah, there's some personal deets we're not going to share.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it light for the most part. Keep it light.
Yeah.
One of my biggest goals this year is to reach a goal I've been talking about for a long time now. I'm sure all my friends are sick of me saying this and hearing this and don't think that this is a good idea, but I think it's a great idea. And that is to get to 152, not 150, not 155, not 151, 152 pounds at around low teens body fat. That's I'm putting that out there right now. Like right now, I'm putting that out there. I am very, very focused. I love working out. I love going to the gym. I love being active for the most part. Just love it. Very rare would you just see me at home not do anything. Like it's very rare, and I want to be able to reap the benefits from the activity that I kind of put in, right? All the effort I put in, and that comes from the kitchen. Now, I know people might say I'm skinny, blah, 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 whatever. I need to eat more. Yeah, but at the same time, I got a goal. Like at 152 pounds, that's one of my biggest goals this year. Is get a 6-pack. That's what I want. And I ain't talking about a beer. You know what I mean? So that's mine. I have like a whole meal plan and everything. It's been 4 days. So 4 days into the new year, but technically 3 because no one counts Sunday. So 3 days been pretty solid. I hit my protein goal for the most part. Well. So yeah, that's one of mine. Yeah, that's a lighthearted one.
We'll go back and a little back and forth.
Yeah,
a little volley.
Yeah,
a little tennis volley.
Mine might start getting pretty deep then if we go back and forth.
Well, we
don't one up each other.
No, not definitely.
I'm just kidding.
See, and just right there, stop myself from being negative about myself. So
there we go.
So this one was tricky because I wrote it out because it's the easy thing. It's the easy thing for most people to be able to make it relative to a scale.
Mm-hmm.
And just like you, it's health, fitness related. One thing I will say on the podcast is ownership. I preached ownership a few weeks back, and I will own up to something I said back in
accountability.
November. Yep, yeah. Accountability. I did not hit 250 pounds. I actually don't know what I weigh, but I know it's not 250 pounds.
I didn't want to bring it up, but
Oh, no, accountability. That was January 15th. There's absolutely no chance in 11 days that's going to happen unless I weigh a lot less than I think I do right now, which...
Hey, a 14-day fast can do a hell of a lot.
I'm shooting from the hip here and saying I'm probably 268, 267.
You don't look 268, man. That's what I don't understand, bro.
I was even looking in the mirror last night. I was like, yeah, purge. So I wrote down a number, but then I wrote something right after it that I think means more to me. So my number, I have two numbers: 245 pounds by the start of summer.
Okay.
And 225 by the end of the year. So that's my year ago. I wanted to close and afar, right?
Yeah.
But the one right after it really is what I care about. Two things: lose fat on my body to make me appear to look smaller, and I don't care what the scale says. Volume wise, I want to shrink.
Right. You want that V taper.
If I lose weight, specifically in my stomach, like my stomach is my biggest insecurity. We talked about insecurities last night. My stomach is 100%, and like my lower body's not that bad. My chest isn't terrible, but my stomach is the worst. I can't stand it. And so if I don't know how to put this down in measurements. If I lose like a few inches from my stomach and I get on the scale and I'm 262, I'm just going to be ecstatic.
Yep.
I don't care what that number says, but the number it's easier to help, I guess, guide. Right?
Yeah,
it
for
gives
sure.
you a substance to aim for, kind of thing. And then, lose fat, don't care about the weight. And then the other one that ties into it is I want to be able to fit in an extra large t-shirt and it actually be loose fit.
Ooh, I like it.
Because right now I am like, if there was a pendulum in front of me and there's an extra large and a 2X, it's slightly to the 2X going down, but I could fit in some extra large shirts and I can't stand that. Number one, for shopping, it's the worst, right? Oh, what size should I get? Fuck, I don't know. I have to go try this on right now. I don't want to. I'll buy the 2X. Oh, I'm wearing a nightgown. Let me go back and get the extra large. You know what I never do? Never go back and get the extra large because I never returned it to it. But, so that was kind of it's all in one, but it's like a 3-part.
I like it. No. That is true, though, for anyone out there who is, thinking about losing a few extra pounds or losing a crap ton of weight, whatever it may be. Listen to what John just said. It's not about the number on the scale, right? That, like he said, it's more so of a guide, but it's how clothes, how your body looks in the mirror. Take progress pictures. It's how clothes fit on your body. Measure your body, measure your chest, your waist, your hips, your legs. That's how you figure out, if what you're doing is good. The scale can be helpful as well, but keep in mind, sometimes, with drastic weight loss, significant weight loss, you're going to lose some muscle. So, I was a product of that, issue, I guess I would say. I lost quite a bit of muscle. The heaviest I was 247, 248, whatever it was. I lost a bunch of weight, but I lost a lot of muscle too. Towards the end of my weight loss journey, I started losing more muscle than fat. So keep in mind, protein very high. Matter of fact, I think I'm off the cuff here, but we should totally do like a weight loss episode. Or like a fitness episode in New Year. We're going to have our fitness guru back next week. Maybe in the next few weeks, we'll just do part of the episode. We just talk about, how to get started, how to keep track, how to continue being motivated to lose weight and get into the best shape of your life, essentially. 2023, man, let's all make the right decisions here. Yep. But I like that. I'll be your
camp counselor.
Your accountability coach. So far, we've both done really well. So
I'm surprised. I did surprise myself because normally, like, I surprise myself by saying. Normally, if I say something out, especially on a fucking podcast, I don't know how many people listen. It could be as little as 5 or 20. Like, I don't know who listens or whatever. But when I put something out there like that, normally I'm going to own up to it, right?
Yeah.
I'm a pretty guess that would be pressure, outside pressure, even though there's not. Nobody was like, hey, you said a podcast, you're going to lose weight, like you're going to lose weight. But there's still like a mental pressure, like, oh, I said that, I got to do it. Yeah. And I didn't do it. And I felt bad for a little while. I was like, I didn't do it. But then I had another thing that I'll get into a little later on one of my other goals. I was like, why am I like pressuring myself on a time that, as of this point, is unrealistic when I have all the time in front of me? Like, there's no one's saying like, yeah, you have to, like, someone else is like, hey, you got to do it by here. Or it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, no one's
this
saying
isn't
that.
The Biggest Loser.
No, like, no one's saying that. Yeah. So we're back. We will be back.
It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
Hopefully, if you guys keep up with us, every episode, you'll see littler and littler and lesser and littler and lesser of me.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I like the workout, to be honest.
So is it my turn next?
Your turn.
So let's see. My next one is related to the podcast, actually. It's going to be 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's my goal by the end of the year. 100 subscribers on YouTube. We're at
42.
Yeah, so we need 42. So we need about 58 more. Yeah. So 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I want to get a second sponsorship on our podcast. Okay. So 100 subscribers YouTube, second sponsorship, and third, I would say, still in the realm of the podcast, is get a new setup. That's another goal of mine. Very much so looking forward to a new setup, just because to make it something more. I love what we have now, but I want something a little bit more laid back in a sense, like, we're just shooting the crap essentially. So that's those are my 3 goals for the podcast. And actually one more active on YouTube Shorts. So y'all are going to start checking out a lot of YouTube Shorts, maybe twice, 3 times, 4 times a week. If we have enough content, that's what we're going to do. And then also more Instagram posts and being more active on Instagram and all social media platforms that we're on. That is another goal of mine. Really, really just want to grow this channel with 2 of my best friends. And let's see where this goes. 100 on YouTube and another sponsorship on the podcast, which equates to more listeners on the podcast too. Correct. Right? So it kind of goes hand in hand.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, this podcast has been. I do agree with you. I want like the more comfortable setup looks more attractive.
Yeah.
For viewers, and it also, if you're watching on YouTube rather than listening on Spotify, there's something about because I watch a few podcasts and they're in either very comfortable accent chairs or a couch or both and stuff like that, and when they're more comfortable, I feel like the content's better.
Yes,
in the sense of they're relaxed, they're chill, shooting, like you said, shooting the shit.
Yep.
And so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Crazy that we actually, surprisingly, it doesn't. I feel like it could not look like much to people, but we've come a long way from our first 4 podcasts.
Dude, let me tell you,
you guys could hear the birds chirping in the background with all the airy space. And then then we moved up, we had all individual mics, and then now we're in this room. And and then also on the table feel like. I love what we have now, but to make it better is even better.
Yeah, even better. Agreed. So that's honestly the most, I would say, short term, the most reachable goal. So I don't know. Just y'all just tune into the live stream, man. Things are gonna change here real soon, in my opinion. So that was mine. John,
all right there.
What we got?
I'm gonna stay on I'm gonna briefly touch on this another like personal health related, and then I'll do a different one.
Okay.
Different genre. Going back to the health, better sleep is on my list. Whether going to sleep earlier, I guess that's the easiest thing to do is going to sleep earlier. But then also setting up a schedule or like a mental clock with circadian rhythm and stuff like that. It's like even on the weekends, like I want it to be where I'm waking up just like I would for work during the week, like punctual, like this past weekend was atrocious, but granted it was New Year's, but still that was god awful. And like, I don't want to sleep half the day away kind of thing. So better sleep, like going to sleep earlier or, focusing more on my sleep and getting off the phone before bed earlier than I should. Blue light studies and all that stuff. So that's one of the health things. Not apparently, everyone says it, and then it's backed up by facts. Like that aids so much in your body's health.
Oh yeah,
weight loss, muscle building, whatever,
recovery, all that.
Sleep is probably the most important thing right after diet. Like, it's just nuts. And then, so I'll read one off my earlier today. A little backstory. Earlier today, I was just like checking out like how to set a resolution and then how to keep yourself accountable personally without outside influence and stuff like that. Like, how do you set something goal wise and then make yourself accountable and, have success to reach a goal? And one of the things this guy said was make a goal list and make an unrealistic goal list. What you feel is unrealistic to meet, but still write down what you think is unrealistic.
Right.
One of those. So I did a goal list, and then I have an unrealistic goal. I'm probably going to keep adding to this list because it's something I was like, man, that would be awesome. Like, and I'm not saying unrealistic. Like I'm being like, I'm not confident that I can like, I'm beating myself up. I just legit, like he said, just make an unrealistic list. And the thought process behind it is, when you make that goal list and you make the unrealistic list, you're going to end up focusing on that unrealistic list. Yeah. And you're going to blow through your regular goals. And then you're going to stop and look and be like, holy shit, I did this, and this. And it's like,
oh, I like that.
Instead of being like, oh, I didn't hit this goal I set for myself. It's like, you're going to get almost like addicted to like that unrealistic goal. And then before you know it, you're like,
on the way to that unrealistic goal, you kind of hit all these other.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like not worrying about your goal, but worrying about your goal.
Yeah.
And he said like, it's not gonna take away from your mental health of like failing at a goal. So you completely give up.
Yeah.
Because I am definitely 100% guilty of the fact of like getting through, I don't know, like February, March. We're like, oh wow, I guess I didn't go through with that. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah,
just give up. It's the worst. And then you forget about it a few weeks later. Anyway, all that said, one of my things on the unrealistic goal is make my investment account hit 100K.
Ooh.
Now that is going to require a substantial amount of money made this year. I won't disclose what I have. It's not much, let's be honest. But I want to hit 6 figures in my investment account. Whether that's me actively doing it or even passively making money and like income through my investment. I listed it as unrealistic because I'm not going to do anything that would, at least in the near future, that would increase my income.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing it on my income of what I have now.
Right.
So unrealistic is not like I'm going to buy a house and then turn it into a rent house. Like I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah.
So I guess
it's what you have.
It's what I have and what can I turn it into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which also in turn kind of makes me on a weekly budget look at things differently,
Yeah.
Less expenditure for sure. That's number one on the list. But
right. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that view of like unrealistic goals. I might steal that and like start thinking of a few of those. as well. Maybe I'll tell myself I want to enter a bodybuilding contest at the end of the year. Next thing you know, boys got an 8-pack. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Yeah.
So
I like the thought behind it. I was impressed with it. I saw it I think it was on Twitter, and then it linked me to like a Discord. I was reading this guy. He's like, "This is what I do every year." He's like, "I'm a normal human, but this is what I do." Like, okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. All right.
So I'll stick to that same topic with personal goal. You did talk about sleeping and things like that, and then you also spoke about your personal finances.
Money.
Yeah, I would say that's on my list right there. Growing my net worth in total, I would say, is on there. Not necessarily like to buy anything with it, but I would like to have enough money saved up to where I can put a down payment on 3 houses. Now, I ain't talking about mansions. I'm talking about like nice little ranch style house, but enough money to where I can have enough down payment to put on all 3. So that's my goal. I don't want to put a number on it because it's all different. It's all relative. That would be an unrealistic goal, but we'll work our way up there. And then start like a new side hustle. I've been thinking about that for the past few months and haven't really taken any action. But I've been reading quite a bit, and there are some things out there where you can automate to where you can make passive income. So that's another side hustle thing is on my goal resolution for this year, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Side hustle is always so attractive to me. I get overwhelmed when I start thinking about it.
There's so much out there that people aren't aware of, and the ones that are aware of it are dang near living off that, and then what they make on their day-to-day work, they're saving or they're going on vacation. So yeah, that's mine. So
I like that.
I love the reselling part, but that's not very automated. I'm looking for something a little bit more automated. So just look out for me starting to wear Gucci and Louis, and I'm just kidding. I would not do all that. But yeah, so that's my goal right there. What else we got? Maybe a couple more, John. Then we'll switch to some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Even though this is really fun for me, anyways. But
yeah, mine's gonna be very basic on this next one. It's nothing crazy. There's a few, like we said in the beginning, I'm not gonna share.
Yeah.
Very personal ones that I think. Not that a couple of them, the subject are private, but not that a couple of them I wouldn't care, but I want to see what I can do without sharing, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
I want to like, this is the selfish side of me. We're talking about the reunion thing. It's kind of like the guy who goes back for his reunion and he's like, everybody's like, oh my God, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not, some of these goals aren't even physical, but like, I want that kind of reaction and just see if it happens. But I just want to keep that.
I could have had that reaction if I just had one.
15-year coming up. 2 more years.
I don't know if we have those.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was every 5.
Maybe I'll have a kid by then. Who knows? A wife.
Well, that's my no. I'll just go. Okay, yeah. We talked about health. We talked about money, and we'll talk about women.
There we go.
Mine's pretty simple. I wrote it down
to
keep it basic. I didn't go in much detail in my own notes, but I literally just said I love a women's put myself out there more.
Okay. Yeah.
I think after this segment and the conversation, we can transition into something.
Oh yeah.
After this, I'll get into more detail.
Sure.
But for the holidays, I was like, actually, matter of fact, it was when I got on the podcast that you and Runes were on.
Yeah.
And you were talking about, it's lonely. And I typed out it's cuffing season. Okay. And then during the holidays, I was like, God damn, it is lonely. I went home in Louisiana. I'm sitting with my parents. Like, God damn. I need to find a girlfriend quick. No. But there are states and at times that it's like, man, it would be cool. It's like hit somebody up. Let's go chill, watch a movie together or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there's times like, I don't have the effort or energy.
Yeah.
And that's more of what I want to change.
Yes.
Like, tripping over my own feet. Oh my God, I said this to you last night, did I not? So let's say we're sitting at a bar or I don't know, a bar, a church, a restaurant, whatever. And there's this girl over there and she catches your attention. Mm-hmm. You're like, wow, man, that girl's really pretty. What's going to happen if I go over there and say, hey, how's it going? If it's a bar, let me buy you a drink. I don't really know what we do at a restaurant. Maybe wait till she leaves. I don't know. Maybe experts, YouTube experts, or anybody can say, what do you do at a restaurant? But that's a little difficult. Gym or church, whatever.
Grocery store.
Yeah. Nice melon. I mean, nice honeydews. I mean, nice cantaloupe.
Nice melon.
Like, what would realistically, what would happen? She'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I have a boyfriend. I'm not dating. Whatever." Blah. You say it, or you're gonna stay and talk.
Yeah,
that's the only two things that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not middle school where she's gonna embarrass you in front of her friends. Yeah. Or grade school, whatever that happens.
You don't know this person.
No.
Yeah.
And I feel like it takes a lot for someone to be blatantly rude to someone in public, a stranger. Like, that's not a normal tendency of a human, I don't think. Like, so there's assholes out there that will be, but for the most part, humans are nice,
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I just put myself out there.
I like it.
It's just more to be disclosed after this segment.
Yeah. I'll touch on that when we get to that segment, because I kind of have like a similar thing. My issues and John's issues are pretty different, I would say.
Over encompassing the same, but
yes,
different detail.
Yeah, different details. We both have the same issue when it comes to effort. Maybe me worse than John. That has been my detriment, my effort. I tend to not put in a lot. So, we'll talk about that in the next segment. But for mine, something I used to do, I want to bring back in 2023. I want to bring back the no cursing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep the cursing to a minimum.
Fluff that.
Yeah, the fluffs, the itches, the mother fluffers, they're all coming back, y'all. This podcast is going to be a bunch of fluffs. I mean, Rudy and John will have enough fucks, so
I'll carry the fucks over.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. His favorite word.
Damn.
So that's one of mine. Not only for this podcast, but in general, I feel like the F word for me is part of my vocabulary with every other sentence. So I used to be really good at it in back in the day for a good like 6-7 years. And then after 2020, I just was like, I don't give a fuck. So I got to a point where I got, my close friends at work or a close friend at work to start saying fluff.
It's what's the word? It's contagious.
Yeah. Like a lot of people start saying fluff.
Kind of like shout out 1,000%.
Yeah.
I got people at my work saying that. All stem from you.
Yeah, it's just I want to go back to it. So we'll see how it goes this year. I feel like it's going to be hard when I play basketball.
Oh,
that's going to be. I am a pretty big douche when I play basketball. When I know I'm better than the people I'm playing against, I tend to be overconfident, and it shows. It shows. So I do want to dial it back a little bit for that. So that's mine. We got one more each.
Last one, once again, I'll keep it simple, was not going to put a quantity on it or anything, but I wrote down continually to read a book. As of right now, I'm listening to an audiobook every night when I go to sleep. Downside is I put the sleep timer for 15 minutes. and I 100% missed the last 5.
Yeah.
I maybe make 10 minutes, but the last 5 minutes on that 15, so every night I'm listening to the same 5 minutes that I did the night before. So it's taking a little bit longer.
Deja vu.
Once I find an audiobook I like, normally it actually encompasses and takes over my podcast time. Like at work, I'll put a headphone in and listen to podcasts. As of right now, I've got a few podcasts that I've been behind on, so I have to listen to those. But once that clears and I get kind of back on schedule, then I fill it in with that audiobook. But for the most, I like reading a book. I like listening to books.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy it. Right now, I'm going to do a plug on, just because I like the guy, David Goggins' new book.
Yeah.
I'm listening to that right now. And I do recommend the audiobook on that one because he turns it into a podcast in between chapters.
Cool. Yeah.
And he goes into it.
Kind of gets interviewed. And
I know some people don't really like him or don't get off on him or anything like that. Like, to each their own.
Yeah.
I think he's a very, very interesting individual. Somebody who literally completely turned his life around and then made him very successful, as well as, in his own words, a hard motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I read it for the motivational aspect. I don't get the motivation out of it. It's just genuine curiosity of how someone can turn their life around like that to an extreme.
Yeah.
To an extreme. So,
it's literally from 0 to 100, and it's been at 100 for years.
Yeah, it's insane. Guy's probably going to die young, but he has made his life worth it.
Yep.
So
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's Never Gonna Quit.
That's his new one?
I think so. Can't Hurt Me was his first one. Highly recommend, and Never Gonna Quit. I'm listening to that one.
Okay, I might have to give that a shot afterwards.
Yeah, continually to read a book, always.
So that's kind of still my goal there. Well, we can have the same goals.
Yanked it out underneath.
Yeah, so mine is read more, and the way I'm breaking that down is by reading a chapter of a book every night, or every morning. It's really just whichever, really, it doesn't matter. And then I guess a chapter of the Bible each morning or night, same thing. I'm in the New Testament right now, but I want to continue that. I've been doing that since last year, but I want to see that out till the end of this year, both book and the Bible, and books and the Bible, and we'll see how it goes.
For sure.
So that's my those are my goals. Y'all can keep me accountable for the 152 pounds. I don't think I put a date on it, but I will go ahead and put a date of February 28th, which is about 6 weeks out. After that, we'll see where my body is, and then we'll go from there, either up or even more down. Who knows? But yeah, we'll reconnect on that topic. I love it.
Yeah, we'll
good stuff.
Dabble a little bit, and James, when he gets back, maybe he has some.
I'm sure he's got
resolutions in the next episode, and we'll keep you updated on ours. Feel free to share yours. Comment on the Instagram, pb.j_podcast. You can comment on our posts. You can DM if you want to keep it private, or you just want us to know and not our viewers. YouTube, leave a comment.
Yep.
And just reach out.
So I got one last goal, actually, I wanted to mention.
Okay.
And that is to be less judgmental, both in my head and how I think and what I say. So, like, more so allowing people to do whatever the fluff they want to do and not being so judgmental about it. Letting people say whatever they want to say and not caring as much about it. Whether that is whether their comment is related to me, or whether their comment is not something I believe in or an opinion I don't really care about. Just let them say what they want. Let them do what they want. Sometimes, I used to be really bad at it. I was super judgmental, even if someone wasn't directing a comment or an action towards me. I just wanted to chime in, and it could just be in my head, right? But like, I may not say it out loud, but it's the thought still came into my head, and I want to get those thoughts out of my head to a point where I don't even. I'm just worried about me. I'm just worried about where I am, where I'm walking, what I am doing, and not worry about anything else. And I don't mean that to be like to sound like self-centered or selfish, but I just feel like it's a better state of mind and a much more callback positive mindset to have.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. It leads to positive, more positivity.
Yeah. So less judgmental, let people do what they want, and less overthinking on a lot of things. Because I tend to overthink. No, I used to overthink a lot. Not as much anymore, but I can work on it some more. How about that? Done. So that's mine. Haha.
Like it. I saw a quote today. Money does not buy happiness. Giving it away does.
1,000%.
And I shared something with you guys for New Year's Eve. Like, what was one of my goals kind of thing. And that kind of relate. I was like, wow, that's what I mean when I say that I don't want to sound selfish by making more money, being able to give it away. It's like that one quote like summed it up perfectly. I was like, oh, I like that. So I'm going to take that quote. But yeah, money doesn't buy happiness, but giving it away does. I think I've even shared on the podcast before. Someone's all spitfly on YouTube about Chad Ochocinco. Like, I love what he does when tipping the waitress. Like, that's so cool. Like being able to go buy literally a $7 coffee and he tips $300.
That's amazing.
Like that right there fills me with happiness, and I'm not even the one doing it.
Yeah.
But, want to be able to get to that point, and I do think we had a great conversation in that car ride about feeling selfish, making more money, or not feeling selfish, making more money. And I think it's a hurdle I've definitely gotten over because I am confident in the fact to say that, I'm not talking about gifts that people have given me and stuff like that. And I'm very fortunate in the circumstances that I've been in, and even at my job, I'm fortunate, but I know that I've worked my ass off to get where I'm at. Yeah. And that's not a self-confidence, a selfish thing to say. That's the truth. Like, I worked my ass off to get where I'm at. So, it's that fine line of like being humble versus, or conceited versus cocky, or, that kind of thing. So hell yeah.
I like it. That's a good way to wrap up the New Year's resolution and goals.
2023.
Yeah. We got some other ones too, but we're going to keep that private.
Keep it on the down low.
Yeah, keep it on down low. But let's transition into a juicier segment. Even though talking about goals is pretty juicy.
Yeah, it's fun, it's attractive.
That's all, keep each other accountable.
Yeah. Juicy segment.
What you got, John?
Do you think you know what I'm gonna say? Or mention by what I said earlier?
Talking about women? I have an idea, but I'm gonna let you
give it in.
You talking about having more sex?
If you or someone struggles with, no, I'm just kidding. We don't have that sponsor yet. I'm sure if you listen to podcasts, you know which sponsor I'm talking about. We don't have them yet, but just a wipe away. Please sponsor us, Roman. No, it is. Well, I mean, I guess it leads to that, but John.
This depends on.
John did a few things over the holidays.
Okay. What did John do?
John mentally focused and aggressively took a stance.
Oh.
And by aggressively, I don't mean a rape charge. I got in my vehicle. Put the hitch on the back and backed up and hooked back to the hinge wagon, baby.
Let's go.
I also downloaded Bumble and then Tinder, but I've also already deactivated my Tinder because that is a bot site, and then no one will ever change my mind. Matter of fact, if you've met someone on Tinder, divorce them.
Like recently.
Divorce them. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But Tinder is god awful. Bumble is meh for me right now, I'll be honest. But Hinge. I mean, I got arthritis in my fingers rather than message back. No, that's really terrible.
Let's
confidence. Yep, back on the hinge wagon. There's nothing more confident boosting than people matching with you and you having a conversation.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But then it turns the pendulum. I'll reference it again, or needle. If we're looking at the needle, it goes from flat to holy shit, I've got a match, and I'm talking, and my hand can't go all the way back. But then it does like this when you get too many of them, and it feels overwhelming, and you don't know what to do, and then you're right back to where you started, and you're not talking to anyone.
Welcome to my life.
So if we're looking at that wheel of life, I'm currently at the needle, slightly past full. Hasn't burst through yet. I haven't gotten overwhelmed or excited. I mean, overwhelmed or worried about it. But yeah, back on the hinge wagon.
How's it been so far?
Very active.
Yeah,
very active. Had my first recent heartbreak today.
Oh yeah.
Was having a great conversation with this lady gal.
What's her name, John?
I won't disclose her name on the podcast. Actually, I will disclose it because I think this is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I made an effort to kind of put a mental, in quotes of a stock market, a mental stop loss on time. So I don't check it during the day at work or anything like that. I don't even.
I like that.
Even if I was going to text someone, which I currently am texting a lady, but I don't like texting at work. Like that's.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
That's it. I'll text you and Rooney all day, man. But as far as like a partner perspective, like once we're dating and stuff, like it's a pop in, sure, but I'm not gonna hold a full conversation at work. So I didn't check it at all today. I'll give you guys a backstory. We matched on today's Wednesday, either Monday night or yesterday afternoon. It was 1 or 2 days. And we were pretty good back and forth. We were having a good conversation, a little bit back and forth. Her profession, I'm not going to say it, but she may or may not wear scrubs. And that's how I defined her. And this is terrible. Me admitting this now. And I got on my Hinge today, and I had messaged everybody back last night multiple times on a few of them because their response times were outrageous. But keep that energy. I like that. I get on the Hinge after work, and you were a witness.
I was.
My girl's gone.
Oh, no.
She unmatched me. Okay?
God.
She unfluffing matched me.
You no good, rotten little.
You future ex-wife nurse.
Scrub-wearing, goddess-looking.
Short. She was short.
Short,
and a nurse.
Oompa Loompa
She just
looking.
wasn't a Latina, but that's neither here nor there. She unmatched me. God. And what Aaron was referencing earlier, I literally do not know her name. I do not remember her name. Because on Hinge, you just see the name and then the, what do you call that? Like the brief description.
Yeah.
You don't see the whole message.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait. I scrolled down and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
She was the one that got away. The one that wrecked my heart. No, just kidding. But whoever you are, whatever your name was, if you ever listen to this, you fucked up, not me.
There we go. There we go.
Let's hope it wasn't maybe it was an accidental. It wasn't. You said that earlier. It's not.
What do you mean?
You said it was an accident. You didn't mean to. She
did.
The worst part about it, though, was after I messaged last night, because like I said, I went through and messaged everybody, and then by the time I was done, a few of them had responded, but I was like, all right, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So she had messaged back last night. And then she unmatched me after I didn't even read her last message.
Took too long, John. What if
she left me her
as
number?
Someone who responds to women right away, John, don't you ever take your time, okay? Like, you don't want to lose out on a great and wonderful opportunity, okay?
Apparently 11 hours is too long.
That is way
more than that.
Oh, low key, that's like average.
12 to 12. So midnight to 12.
Do you count business days as in sleeping hours?
Counting sleeping hours, it was more like 17, 16 hours. But neither here nor there.
Oh.
All right, 2023, let's have some patience. but not too much patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, back on the Hinge wagon.
Let's
I've got
go.
a few matches.
You excited?
I am excited. Super excited.
Yeah.
That even though you gave me shit last night because I was giving myself shit, and you were like, "No, I've never." But that's a lie. Someone has given me their number. That's a lie. But not after 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I was like, "Oh, this is definitely like probably spam."
Yeah, like you instantly went to.
I was like, "Oh God, I'm in danger." I even tried to Google the number, make sure it was all good. You know, I was like, "Is this a?" That's just my self confidence.
Listen, I always I'm someone who always gives out my number, and wait for them to text me. And for the most part, I have a pretty good track record. For the most part, hit and miss here and there this past few times. But anyways, I have a wonderful friend, one of my good friends who assists me in vetting these people once they do text me. Shout out to this person that I will not name because I don't know if she wants me to name her, but she will do her vetting for me. She's like a little sister to me. She wants the best outcome for me. She has my best interest at heart. So
and she does this on her own. You don't ask her to do this.
I kind of do.
Okay, don't admit it at public channel.
Yeah,
all right, dude. You naturally learn things from women.
Well, I don't go into like detail. I kind of just give her enough information to let her do what she wants with it, and then she give me her opinion, which matters a lot. She's like my little mom or sister.
Was it a TV show? Like, not Friends, because it wasn't around for social media, but wasn't there a TV show that they had like a debate on viewing someone's social media before dating them, going on a date or not? Was that a TV show?
I don't remember.
I think it was like How I Met Your Mother, maybe,
really?
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just, no. It was either Mansers. Remember the old show Mansers? What about Guy Code?
No, I never watched those.
MTVs or whatever? No. It might have been one of
them.
They
were too alpha for me. Too red pill. Is that the thing? Yeah.
Chris DiStefano is not alpha. He's a sweetheart. But it was one of those like, do you vet? Do you not vet?
Yeah.
Or do you just glance? Do you go into detail? That kind of thing, So you're more of a, you want to know. You want to know before a date.
Just because of the whole catfish aspect of things.
Yeah.
If I'm not catfishing, I would like that same respect.
Unfortunately, we were both victims of said.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. Definitely been catfished. But I don't know if they realized they were catfishing though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they go into it with that intent to catfish.
I don't think so either, but I think their ignorance is still a cause of guilt.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing it like on purpose.
Like everybody's going to put their best picture of themselves.
Yeah, yes.
But let's make sure the picture is, I don't know, within 5 years.
Yeah.
Or 50 pounds.
Right.
Just being honest. 2023, we're being honest. We're being positive.
Yeah.
And we're not getting catfished.
We're not.
I do respect that. Outside of that and stuff like if like social media for me, if social media is exchanged or like mentioned and stuff, I'm fine. I'll go check it out. But if it's not, then I don't.
I think I've exchanged one time with someone when it comes to social media, but it's only been once, and I was very disappointed. Let me just say that. I'm not trying to be a douche, but like,
it didn't meet your standards.
Yeah, like, she just didn't fit the criteria, and my criteria is not that insane or strict. Okay, a lot of the issues I have is self-inflicting, right? A lot of the reasons why I don't want a girlfriend is self-inflicted, because it's not I don't have a girlfriend, it's because I don't want a girlfriend. That is the difference. Now I want a girlfriend. Now I'm actively wanting a girlfriend, right? But like, I'm not desperate to where I'm like, yo, let's do this.
Finger turns into a fucking swipe right.
No, I'm still gonna pick the ones that I think I'm gonna match the well. everyone knows my criteria already. I'm pretty sure I've disclosed it on the podcast. Someone who is active, someone who is independent, someone who has their own things going for them, someone who walks with God, like a woman of faith, somewhat, right? Whatever that means to you. Someone who wants kids. I want kids.
Someone tall,
preferably. Someone who also likes to go have fun. Like you want to stay in, but you can also go out once, twice a month, whatever it might be, 4 times a month. I mean, I don't care. But like someone who's looking to experience life with someone else, but doesn't need that person to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So my criteria is simple. Just don't. I almost said the F word. Just don't fluffing catfish, and don't put a front up.
Yeah, because like you said, they're not like deliberately doing it.
No.
But you're still doing it, and by no way is that a good way to start a relationship.
Absolutely not.
You're trying to build a relationship, and the first pillar is already crashing down.
Right.
Like, what the? You can't build anything on a crooked rock.
No.
So yeah, I think I've gone into detail what I'm attracted to, and at this point, but warm body, a nice smile, and
warm body,
a woman,
a good person. That's another thing, right? Like
at the end of the day,
person.
I'd love just a very genuine gal who does breathe and is not dead.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
But no, it's interesting, man. The weirdest thing to me, was before Tinder got stupid. Tinder was the number one. I don't know if you used it back then.
Yeah,
Tinder was number one, then Bumble, then Hinge. No one got on Hinge because it was like shitty. It was like logging into Farmers Only in 2008. And then all of a sudden Hinge comes around and like everybody's using Hinge. But I think it's because it's so interactive.
It is very interactive. Like the fact that you can comment on someone's prompt, and kind of have a conversation just based off someone's interests,
put a poll,
similar interests. Yeah, put a poll.
Video even.
Yeah.
I don't do that, but I like some profiles that do. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the comment aspect of Hinge, right? Like with Bumble and Tinder, you have to match with them in order to comment something. With Hinge, I mean, girls get away with just liking your picture, but the guys, they can be funny, they can be witty, they can be charming, whatever they want to be. They can be, intriguing. However you want, you can comment, and then if it sparks something, good. So that's why I love Hinge. Like at first, I was a Bumble person because this is an ego thing. Like, oh my god, a girl likes me first. A girl has to initiate me first. Yeah. Okay, let's
Sadie Hawkins.
And then I was like, wait a minute, Hinge is better.
Yeah.
Hinge is a lot better.
Yeah, I went from literally Tinder 1, Bumble 2, Hinge 3 to Bumble 1, Tinder 2, Hinge 3. And now, I mean, it's completely turned. It's Hinge 1, Bumble 2, Tinder doesn't exist. Delete that, please.
Yeah.
Like it's not worth it, I promise.
If you're trying to find like marijuana or coke, crack, or heroin, or escort, you go to Tinder. I feel like at this point, I haven't had Tinder in 7 years, 6 years.
They really need to delete the app and like redo it or something. Goal of 2023.
Yeah.
Not our mutual, is your friend. I just know of him. Maybe you can get me on a little movie. I can join Raya. Huh?
Oh,
Raya, you know what that is?
That's the celebrity one. Yeah.
Although I heard something recently, it was another podcast. But
did you get to see him at the golf course?
No, I didn't.
Dang.
I never saw. I looked for him, didn't see him. But we were all bundled up because it was I don't know 36 and raining. But no, I didn't see him. I need to get on a movie. I can be an extra.
No, I'll talk to him on Tuesday. See if he can hook us up.
Yeah, if it's a headshot scene for him, and then I'm just in the background like
the extra.
Look at that face. Look at that face, YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the next fat, bald Jonah Hill.
Oh, the next.
I can do some stuff. No,
Are you excited for 2023 in regards to the potential of a relationship? Are you excited for that experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself having a relationship in 2023?
I don't know. I don't know. I say this, and I'm pretty sure it's honest. Maybe I don't think I'm being ignorant when I say it. Like, this is the first time I got this serious about it, or like serious ahead of thinking about it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because normally it's like, oh yeah, that'd be great, and like I get on the app and it's like, oh, okay, let's put it up, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good thing I deleted my profile and then re-added, because there were a lot of your turns on my old one in the message thing that I just quit. Like, to add to what Aaron said earlier about, what's attractive is like the quickest way to turn me off on the app is to be dead on the conversation. Just absolutely dead. That'll just, you could be a 8, a 9, a 10, a 7.5, a 12. But God, if you just suck at talking, it kills me.
Is that worse than not asking you a question? They're good at responding, but they don't inquire.
They never reciprocate.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how was your day? Yeah. Oh, it was good. Or, oh, it was great. Work was good. But it doesn't, you know, that's aggravating too.
Yeah. When is that okay? Like, let's just say you're talking to them, right? You're only talking, you've exchanged numbers. Oh, this is a good.
Yeah, this is good. My gear's spinning on my wheel now.
This is a good scenario.
Okay, set me up. Where am I at? What am I doing?
Okay, you're downstairs watching TV.
Okay, recliner.
Recliner. Shout out to Sarah for the recliner.
Shout out. I love it.
Yeah.
It loves all of our stuff. It takes it, it eats it.
Yeah, it definitely eats stuff down there. I've lost multiple Zins. So you're on the couch, you're talking, y'all haven't met yet, right? Okay. But y'all have exchanged numbers.
Okay.
And you're texting.
Okay. Let me close my eyes, dude.
Let's say the girl is like opening up to you in a way where typically it someone who hasn't met someone else, doesn't open up, right? They're opening up to you and you're trying to understand them better. So you're asking questions about what they're opening up about. Are you like turned off if they don't ask you questions back when you're questioning them?
Not so much in that particular situation.
Okay, why?
I think I'm just very curious, and like if I see myself liking someone, like I just want to know about them. Like it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah,
it's more of when it's like in the small talk phase ish.
Yeah,
like before you meet, that it's just like,
what do you do?
You're not even giving me. Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah,
If you say what are you doing in a day, talking to someone in the whole day, if you say what are you doing more than twice, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, are you that bland?
Yeah,
you can't like come up with something. Yeah, it's our profiles have a list of information.
Yeah,
you could scroll a half a centimeter and ask a question about something, and then bam, bam, bam. Like there's so much, but yet here we are, just sitting around.
Right.
But it's more on that phase. But what you're describing, like I don't mind at all. Like I'll keep asking questions because I just want to know more about them. If I feel like I'm going down the road of like, oh, I could see this being something.
Oh, interesting.
Then I just want to know more. Now, it's been long enough. I'm not going to go into complete detail. But there are some things that I do regret going down.
Yeah, down, both figuratively and literally.
There are some things that I do regret talking about. And normally it's like, oh, when I say regret, no, I don't want to have a conversation like that again, especially after not meeting someone. Not meeting them first.
I agree. So I didn't have a experience like that with
I don't think anyone has. That was wild.
That is,
I was in a fucking what's that? What's the fucking thing? I don't know. Keep going. I'll fuck you up.
You know, I'll disclose an experience I had earlier in 2022 where you know, I went on a date with this girl. We ended up, you know, doing stuff, right?
Birds and the bees.
All right, maybe we hooked up, okay? Then you get a text like the next day that talks about wanting kids and family. I think that's way too soon. That's like equivalent to your text, but not as
provocative.
Not as provocative. yeah, not as what's that word? Promiscuous.
Yes,
I would say.
It's still a red flag.
It's still. I'm like, yo, one day, didn't think I was that good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Huge stroke of the ego, and then a stroke of ego.
You know what I'm saying? But you remember this? You remember?
Yeah.
I was just very much so freaked by that, but I did enjoy myself. But like when I say that, I'm saying like it's such a turnoff when you have bad texting.
Yeah.
Oh, bad communication.
Yeah.
Not bad communication in the sense of one person's texting, one person's not. But like if it's just one person's opening up too much and one person is not reciprocating only because they don't know you that well yet, that's a giant turnoff. For me, that's what I struggle with too. You know, with some of these conversations, like some of these girls, they love to open up early. Like early. Like I don't, not that I don't care, but like I haven't, you're wanting me to invest time into you when I don't really know you yet. That to me is very scary. Very scary.
What's worse for you? That where, you know, was it divulging too much information? Is that right? Divulging?
Yeah, divulging, yeah.
Yeah. That or the opposite of it's just a dry conversation. What's worse?
That's a great question. What's worse is probably someone who is dry. Yeah. Same. Yeah, someone who's dry is definitely a lot worse.
I can work with the
yeah. I can definitely work with it. But it's still tough, you know. Zay. Wait, Zay.
Yo,
you got a new one.
About to lose fantasy Super Bowl because I'm down 40 with Burrow and Chase. Oh shit, that's unfortunate. Zay,
you ain't down yet, brother. The game was just about to start. You know what I mean? You got time. 40 points ain't that much.
Yeah, with Burrow and Chase. Yeah.
Burrow and Chase. Yeah, I mean Burrow already had like a touchdown, right? Yeah, I think he had. So. Yeah, so you got time, brother. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's, man. Happy New Year's. I mean, if the game gets canceled completely, I think fantasy would push it, no, to week 17.
I have to do something.
Yeah, because I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, we're kind of at a loss right now. Everybody's at a loss of what's going to happen.
Yeah, not like I'm hoping DeMar makes a full recovery.
Yeah,
for sure. So, I honestly haven't thought about fantasy football in about a week, Zay, or two. Just trying to focus on. Let's just make sure Hamlin gets a recovery or we get more information. But, bro, I'm hoping you come out on top here. 40 points ain't that bad.
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
You made it to the finals, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, we do miss you, Jose. Stay tuned for our upcoming live streams. If Burrow and Chase play, I'll be good. Yeah, you'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good if they play. With that being said, keep coming through we're going to get back on the live streaming here pretty soon. We just took a break for the holidays. If they don't, I mean, it is BS, but at the same time, an injury like that, you know, you can't really
matters a little
honestly.
more.
Yeah, that life probably matters more, bro. So I would not feel bad at all if I were you. It's one of those freak things that happen, you know. So
yeah, maybe if you know the guy and it's a money thing, you'll come to an agreement too. I mean,
yeah,
that's a fair.
split the pot. Speaking of that, let me check my prize picks. And let me okay, LaMelo Ball hit. Donovan Mitchell did not.
Put up too much the other night.
He got 5 free throws. He needed 5.5. So you're telling me he needed one more?
I took a break tonight and lost too much money. Zay, quick plug. If you were over the age of 18 or 21, 21, huh?
21.
I don't think you're over 21, Zay. But if you are, download Prize Picks. It's a great app and you can parlay.
Wow.
19, 2 more years, or use your brother's account.
Already not making money in one of my picks. I'm hoping Trae Young hits 3 threes because Kevin Durant's already got 5. He had a 1.5.
You went over?
He went over.
You went under?
No, went over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. All
19
right.
on the 21st. Well, happy early birthdays, eh? Appreciate you always coming through, brother. But yeah, we'll be coming back to a regular scheduled broadcast during the week. We're still working out the details on that, but there'll be a lot of sports talk in general.
A lot of sports talk.
We're gonna bounce back to the potty here. After I yawn.
After I relieve myself real quick, actually.
All right. Keep saying occupied.
Zay, we miss you, bro.
We do miss you. I wish that I could see the real stream and not just my head. But oh, he said my Pats in the playoffs.
Hey, let's go. One more game against the Bills.
Yeah, Billy Montana's. Yeah, did you watch the I'm guessing you were watching the game then with Buffalo and Cincy that night. Yeah, it was unfortunate. It was pretty eerie that it wasn't a bad hit by any means. It was just very eerie how he stood back up and then fell right back down. I can only hope he comes back, but it's super critical. I think the last I heard it was they did lower his needed oxygen. He was at 100% needing oxygen. Now he's down to 50, but I haven't heard any more. But he is intubated, so it's still not a good sign. But we can only hope, pray. And at the end of the day, it's bigger than football. Do it. You got turf toe?
I don't know what it is. It's sore.
I don't know. So he dipped out.
He did?
I think so. All right, Zay, if you're still here,
back to the podcast.
Back to the pod. I don't remember what we're talking about, so I'll just run off the hip.
Mm-hmm. I think I left it off.
We're talking about dry conversations. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think it is. I think it is tough, but at the end of the day, it's not that hard to have a good conversation.
No,
it's not. I wish some people would have a little more energy.
Yeah, yeah. Put in a little bit more effort, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There is that happy medium.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I don't want you to tell me your whole life story in the first week.
Yeah.
That's something that should be discovered over time.
Yeah. So
me personally,
I'm a huge proponent on not. I know we both have different viewpoints on this, but I'm someone who likes to set up the date. No, I like to have that small talk in the beginning, exchange the number, text maybe once, twice, 3 times at the most, set up the date for the next week or that week, but not communicate in between the time of the date and when you set it up, right? So you kind of go silent.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it allows me to have a lot more to talk to you about when I do see you in person.
Because you want to find out in person.
Yeah. Like for me, everyone knows this. I've disclosed it on a podcast. Texting is not my forte in the sense that I prefer to call and I prefer to FaceTime and I prefer to talk to you in person than text you because I believe texting is more so for setting up plans, a quick update on something, and a quick how you doing. That's it. Like that's how I view it. Now, keep in mind that might change once I get a girlfriend. I mean, every girl I've dated, I've done more than just, hey, let's do this, let's do that, right? Like it's conversations, but that's my belief in texting. Another one of my goals that I did not disclose was to be more open-minded to texting and being more open to receiving any sort of communication that I'm not used to with texting and reciprocating that back. Right? Like actually opening up on text. But I find that very hard to articulate in word format. Helvetica 12-point font. or Times New Romans. Like it's just
the only thing you should do Roman for is Romans.
So
that's a great transition.
Yeah.
Come on, Roman. You know what to do.
Come on, bros.
We are farmers and roamers. No, I do, and we've talked about this the last few days.
Yeah. You've helped me through that thought process.
I get why you do what you do, and I do respect it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have the opposite approach, and I actually like to find out more about them in between knowing them, meeting them, and or matching with them and then meeting them. Like, I use that. I'm gonna die alone.
No, I don't believe
but
that.
But at least I won't die. I don't know.
As an Aaron.
Whatever. But yeah, I use that to gain information to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Same thought process, but a different avenue. Is using that I use that as almost like ammo to have a conversation.
Right.
Whereas you want to go in blind and not have the ammo, but use that to have a conversation. So we kind of get both means to the same end, but a different route.
Yep.
But it's this dating game. It's interesting.
It's extremely interesting.
I will say the majority of my success up front so far is I have something that is one of my I guess, what do you call those, prompts on my profile?
Yeah.
Mentions about like not liking dating apps, disliking dating apps and finding dates, but like then also in the same response I put was, it's kind of a necessary evil because even meeting people in person is weird now. Like, it's not as simple as our parents' generation anymore.
Mm-mm.
Like, there's so much to it. Like, there's weird pressure for no reason in dating in person now for whatever reason. Not really sure. And at the end of the day, maybe it's just me making an excuse. Maybe it is easier. I'm just putting weird pressure on myself for no reason. I don't know. But so most of my most is accurate. Majority of my interactions have been off of that prompt. It's like they also hate the dating apps, but it is a necessary evil. It's the amount of time I was thinking about this. I was writing one of my New Year's resolutions. I was thinking about this in 2021, and then around Christmas 2021 to New Year's 2022. So pretty much a year ago, or a little more than a year ago. Like, we were going to the local trucking time almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Every Friday, that's where we were.
Yeah.
And did we take advantage of anything, Aaron? No, we did not. Okay? We had all the opportunities and we didn't swipe right once in public. But
even though there's probably girls that looked at you and
looked at you.
Yeah, but
but what?
You didn't want to go over and talk to them, even for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. And there was maybe some that I couldn't stop looking at. I still didn't go over and talk to them. And maybe there were some that I looked at and then I did go talk to them.
Well, the only reason they look at me, why is there a brown guy?
No. See, look at this, 2023, and he's still coming in with that bullshit. Keeping him accountable. I'm positive.
No, that's positive. It's the only brown guy. Let me jump on that diggling.
HIV positive. Hepatitis C, you later.
It's an interesting venture in 2023 for me as well. I'm with you. I like what you said. I think you said that this year is the year that you feel the most excited about jumping into that, or feel that you want to invest more time into it.
The mental prep has been like more positive towards finding someone rather than like just a throwaway.
And I feel it's funny, once you said that, something triggered in my head to where I also can say the same. Now, I thought I was there the past couple of years, but something about this year has completely shifted my mindset to where I'm like, I thought I was ready then. Nah, I'm really ready now. Like, I'm really excited to jump in now. I'm ready to have a kid. Like I told you, I wanted a kid last year. That didn't happen this year. We got plenty of time to do something stupid.
You have at least 3 months to have a kid this year.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That could happen. So like I'm with you. I'm the most prepared mentally for the opportunity to get into a relationship. Yeah. Not saying I'm going to be in one. I'm desperate to look for one. I ain't doing all that. But like, I'm the most willing to be in a healthy is the key word, relationship with a woman.
Mutual, respectful, healthy relationship.
Yep. I like it.
I do too. 2023. New year and new me. It rhymes this year.
2023, a new me.
2023, new year, new me. 2022 didn't rhyme.
2022, old and
hairless.
2022, it's new.
It's new. 2021.
It's frowned upon. It's frowned.
We hope it's more fun.
It's brown. 2021, it's brown. 2020. I ain't
19 reasons why there's COVID. I don't know.
2020, COVID. Fun times.
COVID, bro. Oh, God.
Well, I think that wraps it up.
Episode 28.
Episode 28. It's a fun one. Good one. Next week we should have James back. Oh yeah, before we go, I'm just gonna state this right now. I'm not a fan of my nickname being B.
No.
So going forward, we're going to go by Bala or we're going to go by Aaron. That's what we're doing.
All right.
B stands for Bala, but I don't like that B. I don't like it. What do you think B? Or B thinks that he should be called Aaron.
Aaron or Bala.
I'm going to keep calling you John. I really never call y'all by P or J. Just call y'all Rooney and John. So
yeah.
But we should have Rooney back next week. Hopefully. Hopefully he was able to get into this country safely. He wasn't sent back or anything, at customs. And looking forward to more episodes. What else you got, John? Something else on your mind?
Nothing. New Year's resolutions. It'll be a good year.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same day as it was last Friday, it's just another day. But there's something about New Year. It's like a fresh restart.
Yeah.
Financially, not really work for me. My work's weird.
Tax season.
Crawfish season back in Louisiana.
Oh, what?
Got to make a trip soon.
What? And I don't know about all that. You're gonna take me with you this time.
Oh yeah, disclose after podcast. I'll see you at a different time at the end of this month.
What?
See you later.
What?
You're
going back again?
And on that note,
you son of a
PB&J listeners, we thank you for 2021. We started in June, half a year.
Mm.
We hope you stick with us this whole year for bigger, better, bustier, and badder things.
And baller things.
Until next time.
Happy New Year.
Or
out.
God, that's terrible. Get that off the screen.
What?